Atalanta and Leverkusen will play the UEFA Europa League final at Dublin Arena in the Republic of Ireland on May 22nd, 2024. Here at GoalGlobe, we will analyze the path both teams have taken and try to predict the outcome. Atalanta faced Sporting Lisbon, Sturm Graz from Austria, and Rakow from Poland in the group stage. The Italian team went undefeated with 4 wins and 2 draws. Atalanta earned their spot in the round of 16, with a group stage that, although had close matches, they qualified comfortably. In the round of 16, they would meet Sporting Lisbon again, whom they had shared a group with. In the first leg, they drew one at Sporting Lisbon's home, and in Italy, the home team won 2-1. Both matches were close, but the result is fair because Atalanta was braver playing away and ultimately had more shots on target throughout the tie. In the quarterfinals, they faced Liverpool, and it seemed like the end. At Anfield, Liverpool dominated the game, but Atalanta was much more effective, achieving a resounding 3-0 victory. In Italy, they managed to hold off Jurgen Klopp's team, losing only 1-0 and advancing to the next round. In the semifinals, the opponent would be Olympique de Marseille. After eliminating Liverpool, Atalanta was clearly the favorite. In France, a close match was played where Atalanta secured a positive draw to play the return leg at home. At Geus Stadium, Atalanta secured their ticket to the grand final with a resounding 3-0 victory, being superior to their opponent. Atalanta has a strong team: Tune Koopmeiners, Gianluca Scamacca, Alexei Miranchuk, Berat Jimsiti, Ademola Lookman, among others. These are some of their most important players. Piero Gasperini is a coach who prioritizes attacking over defending, but is also aware that there are moments and matches where he needs to abandon his style or play more cautiously to remain competitive. He has successfully achieved this balance with the Italian team, and the clearest example is the matches against Liverpool, where Gasperini's team was far from dominating possession. There is a hallmark that defines Gasperini's teams: trying to dominate matches through possession, and especially through the creation and occupation of spaces. This is reflected in Atalanta's play. Possession is also very important defensively, as the team protects itself through ball dominance. They are oriented more towards resting with the ball than defending behind the ball and close to their own goal. When they don't have it, the intention is to recover it as soon as possible. Gasperini's main objective is for his players to feel very comfortable in the different phases of the game, with a structure and mentality that allows them to express all their qualities and compete at the highest level. Bayer Leverkusen shared a group with Karabakh from Azerbaijan, Molde from Norway, and Häcken from Sweden. The German team went undefeated in the group, achieving 6 victories, showing absolute superiority and crushing their rivals. In the round of 16, they would face Karabakh again, and, to everyone's surprise, both matches were the most challenging of the season for Xabi Alonso's team. In the first leg, Bayer Leverkusen scored the equalizer in the 93rd minute. In the return leg at home, they were losing 1-2, but in the 93rd minute, Patrick Schick scored the equalizer, and again in the 97th minute, he scored the winning goal, agonizingly securing their place in the next round. In the quarterfinals, they faced West Ham. In the first leg at Bayer Arena, Bayer Leverkusen, being very superior, won 2-0. In the return leg in England, Frimpong scored the equalizer in the 89th minute, ending the match 1-1 and advancing to the next round. In the semifinals, the opponent was Roma. In the first leg, Bayer Leverkusen won 2-0 away and seemed to have a finalist, but in the return leg, Roma surprised by leading by 2 goals, forcing extra time. However, Bayer Leverkusen scored 2 goals from the 80th minute onwards, tying the match and winning the tie, securing their spot in the grand final. The standout players of Leverkusen are well known: Florian Wirtz, Alejandro Grimaldo, Jeremy Frimpong, Granit Xhaka, Jonathan Tah, and many more. It is undoubtedly a great team. There is a video on the channel about Bayer Leverkusen's championship in the Bundesliga if you want to see more. Xabi Alonso bets on a Leverkusen that dominates with the ball. This objective starts with their setup in the build-up play. The participation of the center backs in the first and second thirds of the field is essential to connect with the central midfielders. and attacking midfielders. Additionally, their runs to attract rival midfielders create space in the central channel. Meanwhile, the fullbacks pin the opposing fullbacks, also drawing the attention of rival wide players to open up interior passing lanes. Although Alonso's Leverkusen is mainly a passing team, they don't lack depth in certain moments, especially when they reach the opponent's half, where they opt for verticality. Having reviewed both teams' paths, we dive into the final where the favorite for everyone is Bayer Leverkusen, and rightly so, given the level both teams have shown. Another factor to consider is that Atalanta arrives at the match with less rest since they are still competing in Serie A at full strength, fighting to enter the top 5 and secure their spot in the next Champions League. Additionally, they reached the Coppa Italia final, so that they played the maximum number of matches possible. On the other hand, Bayer Leverkusen also played the maximum number of matches possible, but the Bundesliga has fewer rounds, and they could rotate the team more since they won the Bundesliga well in advance. I think that during the match, Bayer Leverkusen will dominate the game most of the time, and Atalanta will assume a counter-attacking role like against Liverpool. This doesn't mean that Atalanta won't have small periods where they control the game. My prediction is that Bayer Leverkusen will win the Europa League, securing their second title of the season. And that's all for today on GoalGlobe. We hope you enjoyed our analysis of the Europa League final. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content about the world of football. Leave your predictions and comments below. We want to know who you think will take the title. See you in the next video. Goodbye and enjoy the match.